In a distant, impoverished village, a father and son lived together in a small, dilapidated house. The father was a diligent carpenter, toiling day after day with wooden planks and tools to craft simple items, earning just enough to sustain his small family. Despite the hardships, he poured all his love and hopes into his only son. To him, his son was his greatest pride, the reason he endured the struggles of life. The son grew up in his father's love and sacrifices. Despite their poverty, he nurtured a dream deep within to escape this life of hardship and give his father a better future. He was a bright and hardworking student, always striving to excel in school, knowing it was the only way to repay his father's efforts. One day, the son received a scholarship to a prestigious university in a faraway city. Overjoyed, he rushed home to share the good news with his father. While his heart was brimming with happiness, tears welled in his eyes as he thought of how much his father had sacrificed for him to reach this point. That evening, under the dim glow of an oil lamp, the son said to his father, "Father, I've received a scholarship. I'll be leaving for the city to study. I promise to work hard so you'll never have to struggle again." The father quietly looked at his son, his eyes filled with both pride and a touch of sorrow. He said nothing, but embraced his son, gently patting his shoulder as if to give him strength. After a moment, he finally spoke. "My son, go and study well. Don't worry about me. Your happiness and success will be the greatest gift of my life." The next morning, the son left the village with a solemn vow to never let his father down. In the city, the son began a new chapter in his life, filled with challenges. The days were tough and lonely, but he never wavered. Whenever he felt tired or discouraged, he would recall the image of his father tirelessly working at the wooden table, his hands rough and calloused from years of hard labor. The son studied diligently, taking on part-time jobs to cover his expenses, and regularly wrote letters to his father. In each letter, he urged his father to take care of his health and reassured him that he was doing well. Meanwhile, back in the village, the father continued his hard work, but he felt a deep sense of comfort each time he received a letter from his son. He knew his sacrifices had not been in vain. His son was steadily moving closer to his dreams. Years passed, and the son grew into a successful and accomplished man. Through his unwavering determination, he built a stable career and achieved everything he had once dreamed of: a respectable job, financial security, and a bright future. Yet, no matter how far he had come, the image of his father in their humble home always lingered in his heart. One day, the son decided it was time to return to the village, bringing with him a special gift for his father. When he entered their old home, he saw his father sitting at the familiar wooden table, his calloused hands shaping a piece of wood. Seeing his son, the father's face lit up with a radiant smile, tears glistening in his eyes. The son approached, held his father's hands, and said with deep emotion, "Father, I'm back. Today, I have a gift for you, just as I promised." He led his father outside, where a brand new, spacious house stood proudly. It was a stark contrast to their old, worn-out home. "Father, you won't have to work so hard anymore. This house is my gift to you, so you can live comfortably in your later years." The father gazed at the house, speechless, his heart overflowing with emotion. But his joy didn't end there. The son then pulled out a small box and placed it in his father's hands. "Open it, Father. This is an even more special gift." Inside the box was a small, worn wooden chair, polished clean. It was the very chair the father had made for his son when he was a child. That chair had been with the son through his entire journey, a constant reminder of his father's love and sacrifices. The son said, his voice filled with emotion, "Father, I carried this chair with me through all those years. It reminded me of the love and strength you gave me. This chair gave me the motivation to overcome every challenge. Now, I want to give it back to you, so you know that no matter how far I go, I will always remember you." The father held the chair close, tears streaming down his face. He looked at his son and said softly, "My son, this chair and you are the greatest treasures of my life." The story closes with the image of the father and son embracing under the warm glow of the setting sun. In that moment, all the struggles, sacrifices, and waiting were worth it. It reminds us that family love is the most precious treasure in life, a source of strength and a sanctuary to return to after all of life's trials.